Finsbury Gate, and district status is serious. Oh, alright, yeah, I gotta meet the ass leader, Ascalon, and I completely fucked Whitechapel, so now it's just a hostile area. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Yeah, I hate a lot of people. Oops. They'll be fine. How close am I to this hospital? Not that bad. Not that far away. Alright. I'll go do my thing at the hospital because I want that to be in pristine condition.
Time to visit the Ascalon Club.
That's right, Johnny, my boy. It's time to visit the Ascalon Club. Wish it was the Hellfire Club, but that is something far removed from this entire experience. Yeet! And another one. Okay. Oh shit. Well, I can yeet over here in stealth. And then give him 1, 2. Whoop. Oh yeah, he's dead. Get down. Alright. Oh! Just geet! Oh man. Oh, you don't look so good. Alright. He's not even fully rendered. Oh, this is a... Yeah. Hey. What's up, buddy? Hey. Ah. Hey. Yeah! Just got knocked. Fuck you. Alright. See, I don't like that though. Why aren't they going after each other? What are they, in cahoots? Bro, that's nuts. Alright. Originally I was supposed to go to the hospital anyways. Oh. I still like... Women find this man dashing, right? And he's in a fucking bathrobe. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Break that. So yeah, last time we talked to Lady Ashbury. At her spot, she's just like, hey, you gotta meet this guy, and then, like, you know, come back so we can fuck. And I know it's very vulgar, but she's a very straight, narrow, straight to the point kind of woman. Alright, we back in this hospital. And, alright, let's see if I have what these people need, at least. I have no idea, but, you know, just to be on the safe side, I might as well just go upstairs and make it to myself. Oh, yeah, that's right, they can't see my vampire powers, so everybody just freaks out. Alright. Here. Could have just did outside. Alright, so let's count it down. 1 fatigue, 1 headache, 2 headaches, 3 headaches. Damn. Oh, well, what do you know? Okay, where's the vampire wannabe? Come here. Let me tell you about my curse.
I
Come here.
wasted too much energy for so little result.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, Doc.
You need
Do you
medicine.
require my
My condition cannot be.
Well,
Shut up and take it.
until the day
Take the
science
medicine. We're trying to help
finally
you.
admits failure,
That's it.
please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
Perfect. Okay.
I'll leave you.
Got one in. Alright, who's next? Oh yeah, Mortimer. Strickland. And Tippett. Alright, Tippett is outside. I remember Tippett is outside most of the time. Strickland and... Okay, I got it. Strickland and Mortimer are going to be here. Boom.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yep.
Do you need wood of... There is no need to...
Okay.
Good.
Waste your time with me.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Do you need...
I'm afraid.
You are not...
And you have.
I have...
Okay.
Don't waste
Taken
your time
care of.
with me.
Oop. And okay, Tippets. Last one out, and then we continue our journey to the Ascalon Club. Ah, yes.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening,
Just
Doc.
curious to see what Milton has. If
I'd
he has
like to
anything
see-
different, because I haven't gone to them in a couple, like good, couple hours of game time. Nothing I need from this guy. Okay.
Less resignation and more determination.
Tidbits.
I wish I could say.
Okay.
Good evening, Doctor.
Doctor.
Do you need...
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Alright. Taken care of. I have a marker. Oh. Clear day, bro. Alright, so let's remove this marker and so down this way over this bridge, okay. Or I can just try to repeat what I did last time, unless I can't do that for some weird reason. I think I can. Gotta yeet back on the boat. I feel like I can do it. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Quick and painless. Alright. Out in the west end. You got it, man. Surprised like nothing just, pops out at you. I feel like that would make the game like a little more interesting. It's interesting enough as it is, but like if we just add that effect where, some dude can come out of that corner. But I suppose right now it's the worst time. It's just the war going on. No big deal. Can I go to
It's
the food?
locked, all right.
Hi now. Okay. Eat. Oh, what the hell? Yep, well, they're all dead. Can't loot them if I didn't kill them. I see what you did there. It's too quiet. It's way too quiet. Oh, wait. Did I have to work him? I just want to kill those people.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war is the prisoners.
Clear some blood. The Ichor's threat. Of all the evil and foul scows I ever had to fight, the Ichor may be the worst. Not because of its fighting prowess, even if it remains a powerful, dangerous opponent. Not because of its superior wit or cunning plans. And Ichor is quite blunt and straightforward in his actions and objectives, spread diseases, contagions, and epidemics whenever and wherever it can. And Ichor is the incarnation of viruses and infections. Wherever it goes, sicknesses appear and quickly spread. It is like it only walks this earth to generate plagues and epidemics, as if its skin itself diffuses sickness. Ichors are clever, sneaky, malevolent, and ferocious, capable of enduring many wounds. To spoil a water tank, a granary, or a bouquet, this is the kind of things an Ichor would enjoy to do in order to please its putrid and perverse nature. They are so rare that we do not know anything about them. The Lazy Brotherhood believes that they should not be considered vampires or skulls, but as something else. All I know is this. An Ichor must be destroyed by all means necessary as soon as it is spotted. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldridge. Starting to, think this Carl's a really big pain in the ass. So, for what it's worth. Almost there. Hey, hey. Nice. Alright, nothing over there. I'm gonna keep it moving.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
This one's mine. Wow. Get him. I don't know why we were tangoing around like that. I have plenty of blood to dispatch him the easy way. I guess I just wanted to take some blood, but I already have blood. Man, alright. Let's try to bounce back from that. Alright, West End.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, She adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr.
Boy.
Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye.
She's been quite...
Okay.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you?
Just
My God. So you survived the war too?
I'll be right back.
So sorry, I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Ooh boy. Okay. Alright, so I'm back, and that thing with the chair is just like this. Oh, hold on a second. Alright. My living room is like kind of on a slant, of all things. That's all. No big deal. Back in this.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
Well, I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. So many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little...
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Alright.
You...
If I ever decide to eat somebody. Read some names.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes.
He just looks so like so
You have come back
sad.
too late, sir.
It's sad that I came back.
Far too late.
I know, Avery. I know about Mary and my mother.
I'm so sorry. It was my duty to watch over her. She left the house in the middle of the night. The police said...
It's all right, Avery.
The police said her body was found near your sister's grave in Whitechapel. You're the master of the house now. I'd understand if you fired me, sir.
Hell no. I'll keep you around.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir. But your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Okay, you got it.
How was life in this house while I was away?
It was sad, sir. Miss Mary moved here in July after she lost her baby and husband. So I stayed to serve both her and your mother.
How was my mother?
Miss Reed was very frail. After Miss Mary was found dead, your mother started talking to herself. She said she was speaking to the dead. She even said that she had seen you.
How was Mary?
Miss Mary went out looking for you every night after you had written to say that you were coming back. She was sure you were alive. She'll never know she was right.
What are the arrangements for my mother's funeral?
There will be no funeral, sir. No ceremony whatsoever, because of the sanitary situation.
Where is her body then?
I'm afraid your mother's body was moved to a mass grave somewhere. I have no other information. Civil service is paralyzed, sir. London is crumbling down.
I got a cold.
Do you need...
I won't...
That. Oh.
All right.
I'll be
Thank
back
you.
for you,
Your
Avery.
bed... Good evening, sir.
Old letter. Reed Mansion, 8th March 1908. My dearest Avery, as I already told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England, if only for a few months. While I'm away and until my son comes back to London, I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you'll work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife and serve her to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I am never to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend, Aubrey Reed. Let's take that. Just raid my own house.
I cannot enter.
Wonder what kind of key you would need for that. Okay, there you go. Hey. Small key. Let's see. Was it migraine? No. Feel like that worked. Kimura. Down these stairs. Gotta go down these stairs and well, oh no, Avery, come back. Hey, what's that? Avery? Where'd this dude go? Well, you can't just run away from me after I made you medicine. Very long.
I remember Sunday walks.
trying to give him medicine. He's just like, no, oh, there's this sneaky
sir.
bastard.
Do you...
What?
Take it.
Here is...
Thank you.
Thank you, Abe.
Your bed.
Just go. Just go. Alright. Sure, there are more inhabitants over here.
Good
This
evening,
guy.
sir.
Oh, man.
Forgive me for disturbing. I'm
Who
Doctor.
is this
I never judge a
gentleman?
man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit, it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Let's try.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
What are we working with here? Good trigger part, good handle part. Tiny good handle part. Codeine, opium. Yeah, nothing right now, but thanks.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Alright. Oh, people are dead. Can I talk to him?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club. then,
There has been quite a battle here.
Just gonna.
I'm sure the Ascalon
Drop
Club
what I
has the
can.
money to replace the furniture.
Just gonna.
It's locked, all right.
There's nothing in this room. I mean, oh, hey, one. Nope, opened. That was me. Apparently.
It's locked.
Well, shit. A good dagger. Why am I not? Okay.
Good evening.
And that's when the party stops.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you.
He sounds like a politician.
Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of this Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally, and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Is it?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!